Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for June 2026. So I invite you to stay, take what resonates, leave what does not. This is my only account and I'm never going to reach out first. So let's find out what you need to know and what you need to hear at this time. Feel free to let me know in the comments if anything resonates. And if you want to let me know where you're watching from in the world, I would love to know. So we'll get these dealt out and we'll get started. Keep in mind, this is a collective reading. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Okay, a few more here. Whoa, okay. My cards have been sticking to each other and I'm like trying to grip them. Okay, let's get started. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Something's been on your mind. You've been thinking a lot about something. I think you're thinking about your future, like where it is you're putting your time in your career. You might be thinking about making a career change. There might have always been just like a little bit of doubt, or not even doubt, just like uncertainty about what it is you like to do for work. There might be a lot of possibilities, things that you're considering, but it's like you've never just nailed down one specific thing, like this is my calling. And I think you're kind of going through somewhat of a change. There might be a lot of interests you have, and now you might be having a hard time narrowing down, what is it that I want to do? Like, what is it that I want to commit all my time to? You might even be doing like multiple streams of income in the meantime, like kind of trying some other things out. Like, is this something I like? Is this something I like? Do I need to just do one thing, or should I continue doing multiple? And I think you're just like, maybe just to keep things interesting and also keep your options open. It's like the multiple streams of income have been really positive for you. I do think that there's been a lack of momentum for a while. The Magician in reverse tells me that maybe energy has felt stagnant, or there hasn't been a lot of inspiration. And that's kind of what I was saying in the beginning, like nailing down what it is you like, nailing down, because like if you're going to be doing a job, like you want to feel emotionally fulfilled. You don't want to just do something for the money. And while you might have some ideas of what it is you like, it might just be hard to manifest that into reality. So I see you kind of almost surrendering to this. Like you might just feel like there is this very purposeful pause, like Spirit's asking you to stop and really look at this. Like, hey, are you having fun? Are you feeling good? Is this emotionally fulfilling, or are you doing this out of obligation? Obligation. Are you doing this out of obligation, or is this something that you're really feeling like you want to develop in over time? Like, do you want to get promoted? Do you want to stay here, or is it time to move? So you're kind of checking in with yourself emotionally. In the past, I see you were really hustling. Like you might have just had to have multiple jobs just to make ends meet. And now I think you're in a more comfortable place. It's more so just like trying to keep things interesting so you don't get burned out and so you don't get bored. And I don't think you've completely defined what it is you want to commit your time to. But in the past, you were like hustling. And I think there was a lot of scarcity in that. Like you were just really afraid that I'm going to run out of money, or I'm not going to have enough at the end of the month, or this is just not working out. Like I feel like I am working so hard and I'm not being compensated fairly. And I think Spirit asked you to really take a look at that and notice where you weren't getting compensated. And I think you've gone through this rebirth recently. Like I can't just commit my time to a job that pays. Like I need to be equally emotionally fulfilled, and I need to be compensated fairly, because that's what drives the energy of manifestation, is aligning with my purpose and aligning with things that make me feel energetically fulfilled. So you've really been connecting with your intuition, not just making a decision based on the logic of it. Like this looks good on paper, but how do I feel in the environment? And Pisces, a lot of you are just very tapped in intuitively. Like you are so sensitive to energy, and it's so important to be in a work environment that feels good to you, that feels uplifting, because I think you're very affected by your environment, the way other people feel, the way, but like the morals of the company, like that matters. You can't just be somewhere and subscribe to it if it's not in alignment with your morals, and you just have a very strong moral compass is what I'm hearing. Like you can't just be somewhere because XYZ. Like, you have to feel good. And I think you're working towards that right now. Really focusing on your friendships and your family right now. I think you might be thinking about starting a family. You might have just gotten in a new relationship, or you're wanting that right now. You might want children. You might be thinking about the possibility of how to make that happen. If you're not in a partnership right now, you might be considering adoption or foster care. Yeah, but I think this is kind of like, maybe, I think there's some confusion around work because you're so connected to your family. Like, you really are just desiring time with your family, time with your friends and the people that fill you up. And pay attention to that. It's like, you might need a vacation if you can take one. You might need to just really spend some time with your loved ones to find that clarity. And I do see that there are a lot of new beginnings. There are a lot of choices in front of you. Something very grounded is coming. I think you might have a few offers that are very alluring. And I think Spirit's going to ask you to discern about all the things we just talked about. Like, is it emotionally fulfilling? Do I feel good in this place? Am I picking this just because it looks good on paper? Or is this actually something that feels aligned for me? And yeah, I think you're going to have a few different offers, and it's going to be so exciting to be pursued. And, you know, somebody's seeking you out for this position. You're like, you're the perfect fit. Well, hey, maybe it's not the perfect fit for you. So I think there's going to need to be time to discern whether or not you want to take these offers. But overall, this is very exciting, new beginning. And this is sort of the opposite from that stagnation. This is very grounded, moving energy. Like, it might feel a little slower and it might feel kind of boring at times, but overall it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. It's going to be grounded in reality. You're not going to be guessing about your finances. Like, am I going to have enough at the end of the month? I think it's going to compensate you fairly, and it's going to be for a purpose that you care about. So whatever you decide, I know you're going to be considering those things, and Spirit's going to ask you to think very seriously about that. I don't think you're afraid that, not afraid, I think you might just be concerned that there's going to be too much emotional confusion. And you might be anxious about making a decision. Like, am I going to see something, or am I not going to see everything for what it is? Like, all that glitters is not gold. Am I not looking at all the angles of this? And part of you might just feel like this hanged man energy, like not making a decision because you're concerned you're going to make the wrong one. Spirit's just saying, like, warning you, hey, you are going to need to make a decision here. Like, don't self-sabotage because you're not sure. Take some time as the Hermit. Take some time to really reflect on these offers and consider what it is that you need. Spend some time with family and really evaluate, like, how much time do I need in a week to be with my family to feel filled, to make sure that my cup is filled. And balancing work life with your family life is vital. So I think you're going to need to take some time to reflect on these offers that are coming forward. Overall, this is super positive. I'm just going to get you a few more cards here. Overall, what is the message for Pisces here? What is something you want them to focus on right now? To focus on right now at this moment. Okay. The Lover's card just popped out here. There might be a new connection. There might be, if you're in a relationship right now, you might be considering marriage or a higher level of commitment, starting a family. Also, the Two of Cups came out, divine union. Some of these offers might be romantic. They might not just be career. They might be romantic. So pay attention to that. If somebody makes you feel really good, if somebody makes you feel excited, go with that. Go with that. Don't just write them off. The Fool card tells me that there are a lot of new beginnings on the horizon for you. And right now it's about receiving and really exploring what feels emotionally good. So again, use your discernment with all of these things, but relationship-wise, this looks very positive. Looks very good. Okay, a few more cards here came out. Yep, Three of Pentacles is about partnerships. This could be about work. You might meet somebody at your new job. You might meet somebody at work. You might just be meeting coworkers or bosses that align with what it is that you need, the flexibility you're desiring, the lifestyle that you're trying to live. I just feel like you're going to be, it's going to be very positive. I think after a time of endings and betrayal in other workplaces, like places where you didn't feel considered. It's like that's coming to an end, and you're now aligning with the people that get you. And I think you're aligning with a purpose because you're really actively choosing something that's emotionally fulfilling. You are finding the right environment for yourself to feel emotionally good. The Page of Wands is a crush card. You might have a crush on somebody, or you might meet someone in the workplace that you're going to have a crush on. Basically, keep your options open. Keep your mind open to possibility. There's a lot here, Pisces. Work, relationships, family, all very positive. New beginnings, revitalization after a period of stagnation. I'm excited for you. So have fun. Use your discernment. And I will see you next time. Take care.